Hi, this is Gunny, and I'm just going to give you a quick tutorial on how I make a video up. So I'm using Adobe Premier Elements, and it's a quite cheap program. You can find other versions of it that cost nothing, hint hint, but it's a 30-day trial. Just going to make a test project for now. So the first thing you'll notice is it's got a templating system. I ignore all that. I've gone into expert mode, and I'm going to add some media. So the first thing I'm going to do is just grab some audio tracks that I've got sitting there. We'll play with those in a second. And I'm going to add some more from my M drive. I've got recordings of all the games I play. In this case, I'm just going to play with Star Citizen. Okay, so up in the top here, we've got the video file. We've got all the 4 audios I've grabbed. I'm just going to drag that down, and now we've got the ability to play. So the first thing we want to do is find a spot where I've finished panning around, and then I'm going to cut the video there. So I'm clicking on this little cut indicator here. There's a shortcut for that, I'm not sure what it is. I'm going to pan through the video quickly until I get, there's a lot of walking around, until I get something of interest, and it was about here that I found these massive engine things and looked at them. A lot of the areas are closed for development and not complete, so that's not very interesting either. Let's go back to when I pan away and cut there. So this is a bit of video I want to keep. This is a bit of video which is walking around, so I'm going to right mouse and delete and close gap. These indicators here go to the previous start and end point. I can rewind through the video, go backwards. Let's just jump to where the last edit was. So I've got the beginning of the video. I've got my looking at engines. And there. So the next part, I'll just skip through until there's something more interesting to look at. Coming up these stairs, I think will be a good start. I'm just going to delete that whole section up to there. I'm just going to go back. Now let's say I wanted to transition into this with a fade. I can go fade, fade in audio and video. We'll just do fade in video. So at the beginning of this section, we'll go back a little bit. We just had that fade coming in up the stairs. This is just where we look at the demo. It's just not a working area, and we can look down. And I'll try to jump over the fence. I'm just going to go back a little bit. Cut there. So, jump forward. Pretty sure there's some interesting footage of other players sort of wandering around, not knowing what they're doing either. Quite a good vista there. I might just play from there and see what happens. A little jerky, but we cut this out. Okay, so that bit there, that's alright. Chop earlier part, go back. So a lot of buzzing as the audio sort of things. Planes, ships fly around you all the time, so it's coverage of that, try to get a nice pan. So that's a piece worth keeping. And chop out the earlier part, go back. We'll just have the plane fly over. Stop there. Going forward a little bit, looking for something else to look at. Next thing you might want to do, so I've only got a minute long video. If we have a look at the project assets, I've got some audio tracks, and I'll grab this audio track and stick it down there. It's longer than the track than the footage I've got, but that's fine for now. One of the other things you might want to do is stick in some titles. So opening up the titles will show you what you've got available. You can get more, but that will do for now. So I'm going to just drag that up here and drop it. It actually puts it up in video too here. So if we double click on that, we start to get the ability to type in what the title is. This is going to be test project. Okay, when we click on this outside image here, you can install a different image, but what I do in these particular cases is just transparent it, because I want the it over the top of my video. So now we can see that we've got test project, we've got subtext. We click on that, we get the ability to type in what the thing is, and then at the bottom here we've got another section which we can put the date. Right, so when we run that back and we play, the audio of the actual recording has some fuzziness, so if I wanted to mute the track completely, I'll just mute the track, and that will no longer be put onto our original recording. So that's kind of it. Obviously I can do more editing, do more effects, do more titles. When you're finished, there's a obviously save your project, which is save the project, then export and share. And here you can do a quick export, which basically is going to do it with this, what's indicated on the right side, which is a 720p MP4 file, which I find sufficient to put on YouTube. Bump up the font to something stupidly big and make it red. This is my test bridge. Alright, so I'm going to save that as a JPEG file, test PNG, open it up. It's not ideal to, on a crappy internet, upload at the same time, but basically at the end of the day, it will pick some thumbnails out of the video, and this way we get to control what thumbnail appears, especially if you want to put different titles or logos on it. So that's basically it. So it's saying it's got 30 minutes to go, and I'm going to hit done on that, and then it just goes and sticks it up online from this audio library. The editing software, use the one you like. I've just demoed the Premiere Edition because it's a very simple little drag and drop consumer level editor, and I find it really easy to use. Anyway, that's me for now.